That's for sure. See, and I want to thank everyone, the thousands and thousands of people who reached out to me via social media. I am humbled.
You broke the internet, Rudy. Rudy broke the internet, everybody.
And it's amazing how good always triumphs. And I got to thank, first of all, I don't know if we didn't talk about this too much, but I had surgery on Thursday. And so I got to thank the folks over at Spawn Shoreline, Dr. Fiznik and his entire staff, all the ladies that were taking care of me in the intake over at Spawn Shoreline. I promised a big shout out, y un abrazo para todas ellas, including the one from Wisconsin who's a cheesehead, okay? Wanted me to make sure I mentioned that. But
we'll
all of the
forgive
rest
you
of
this
Cowboys, they're all Cowboy fans
right.
as well. But todos nuestros amigos que participaron en Mi Salud, ¿verdad? El Thursday over at Spawn Shoreline. Thank you so very much. But of course, the other news. And I want to thank Iris and everyone for allowing me to say thank you. In case you guys hadn't seen this, this is very significant because it makes me staff and it makes me part of the Javelina Nation, which is Texas A&M University, Kingsville here in South Texas, to everyone watching across the USA. I accepted the position as a practicing professor at the university to talk about something that is beloved to me. It's very close to my heart, as Barbie knows, and many of you out there know, when it comes to Tejano music. In this case, this center is going to focus on the preservation of Tejano music. We have many places that are like Tejano roots, many places that have done their best parts to preserve and take care of our past history, but there is not one central academic center that keeps track. Well, now that's going to change here at the University of Texas A&M University, Kingsville, and it's an honor to have been selected to be part of that program, and it's a center that hopefully will be enjoyed by all throughout the world who want to know more about Tejano music. And it's not going to be able to be done by one person. It's going to take an entire community, an entire industry to be able to come together and say, you know what, my dad was a drummer for El Conjunto Bernal, or sang with El Conjunto Bernal, or was with members of La Herencia, or you know what, my dad played trumpet for Los Dinos, along with Seth and Mr. Q and Bobby. My dad was a member of Little Joey La Familia back in the 60s. All that has to be documented, and all of that has to be put as a part of our history. If we're saying that Tejano music is not being remembered, or if it's fading, you know what? We need to teach our kids. We need to teach the next generation about what Tejano is, and we need to let them know that there is a beginning. There was a beginning, and there will be an entire future for our Tejano music history and our culture.
We all know that our culture, our música, needs to be preserved, and what better person to head that and to do that, Rudy. Thank you so much for doing that for us, because it's not just for our generations, for generations to come.
And when we talk about preservation, we're not just talking about música, ¿verdad? We're talking about album covers, we're talking about 45s, we're talking about videos de Domingo Peña, 8-tracks también, videos from the Domingo Peña show, from Pamparria Falcón, from Panorama Latino, from what was the other show? Aquí Rogelio, so many others that were conducted throughout the United States that focused and featured Tejano music. We're going to be acquiring those libraries, transferring those videos, those kinescopes and films into digital form, so that everyone who wants to learn about Tejano will be able to go in there and see them. Is it going to be time consuming?
Yes.
You better believe it.
It is a lot of work, but you're going to have so much fun, because you're going to discover things that you never knew before. You're going to get to see all these videos and hear all the interviews and all of that. So, and then you're going to make it possible for us to be able to do that as well.
And I won't be able to do it alone.
We're not going to see you on the news, and we're sad. Right. We're sad about that. Wow. But you will have him here on Domingo Live every Sunday. So
ya después de 47 años since I walked into the door at Channel 6 here in Corpus Christi, January 30th of 1978 to January 30th of 2020. 47 years in the television news industry, and it has been an honor to have been able to say that I was a journalist, a broadcast journalist, and I worked with some of the best people in the industry throughout my 47 years. I got a lot of hand-ups and a lot of help. I didn't do it alone. Of course, Heavenly Father was there for me, who helped me throughout this. And yes, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't the best, but I did my best, and that's what matters. And I thank God, and I thank all of you at home for continuing to watch Channel 3 and making Channel 3 the news leader in South Texas that has continued on since Joe Gazin. And I want to thank Joe Gazin.
Joe.
I want to thank
Good
Bill
morning.
Bessie. I want to thank my friend Carlos Valdez. I want to thank John Quinones. And I want to thank Tony Plana, the people that were very, very instrumental in my life who helped me in achieving this next step in my career.
Well, we're proud of you, Rudy.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best, and we're so glad to have you here on Domingo Live, como
It's
queda
an
todos
honor.
los domingos,
It is
como
an honor.
tradición del sur de Texas.
Humildemente aquí permaneceré hasta que me corran.
No, hombre, no va a
Hasta que
pasar
me
eso.
corran.
No va a pasar eso.